Poppin', everybody? It's Mufasa, baby. You already know what type of time I be on. Today I'm gonna be reacting to this video. Men fighting back and destroying woke liberals. Seems a little interesting. Let's get into it. That's funny. So I guess after the election, there've been a lot of girls shaving their head, not really proving anything or making a big difference except helping stand out the women that you should not choose from.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
So the woke Muppets are still shaving their heads and melting down over the election, and it's still funny to watch.
For any woman not voting for Harris, I'm having a baby by your man, putting him on child support as soon as the baby's born, dropping him off every weekend, and showing up to the family reunion.
So you're just gonna get ran through? Just because Trump is the president, you're gonna get piped down now and let a bunch of dudes nut inside is crazy.
Have the facilities for that, big man.
I don't know, there's just something so cringy, something wrong with like some people's brain. If Trump lost, you think Trump supporters would be screaming on the internet, going ballistic like this? I don't think so, honestly. They would just shrug it off and be like, it is what it is. Let me do what I have to do.
Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
What is happening here? What?
Righteousness is what's happening. The funny part is, I realize that most of the delusional people that don't know too much about politics and what's happening in the world are usually the ones that did not vote for Trump, to be honest.
Well, what is happening here, what is happening?
You do not
I'm not even just happy that he won, I'm just happy that they lost.
need to spend Thanksgiving with your MAGA relatives. You can, in fact, opt out.
Happy Thanksgiving. I am not going home for Thanksgiving to be with my family.
Crazy. I mean, I guess it's good that you kind of ejected yourself instead of them having to somewhat do it for you. But all jokes aside, a lot of y'all are taking this way too personal. And that's why they usually say, don't tell people who you vote for and such things like that. All are taking it like way too personal. I understand it's your future, it's your life, and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, everyone is just choosing who they think is the best candidate. Majority of people thought that was Trump, and that's it. There's a black trans man I love who don't know if I'll be able to marry now. We just got engaged. How am I supposed to protect him? Like, y'all really think you're gonna like go back to slavery or something? You really think that there's gonna be like, bro, you'll be fine. You'll live. It'll be cool. You're just dragging it, just crying about nothingness. In 4 years, there's gonna be another election. Probably gonna be crying about that. Who knows? This is giving me some brain damage. I need a little bit of that to hold down the amount of brain damage I'm gonna get from this video, honestly, because now I'm about to start yelling at how dumb most of these people are. It's only the liberals that are gonna set up a camera like this and start crying. Were you crying before the camera was on or after? Is there a whole minute you cut out at the beginning to try to get yourself to cry first? Dude, shut up. There's people like this that don't know nothing, because all I seen was this lady Kamala Harris just talk about Trump. I just seen her talk about how bad Trump was the whole time. That's what her whole campaign was pretty much ran off of. These people are acting like they're gonna go back into slavery, that they're gonna be deep in poverty, that they're gonna be outside picking cotton and stuff. Bro, settle down. You'll be cool. You'll be alright. I would say you're not gonna die, but 4 years is a stretch. Some people are gonna die, but maybe not because of Trump. Who knows? Then again, you're acting like Trump's just gonna become a dictator or something. Bro, he can't even really do anything without anything even passing Congress and all the extra shit. I'm not sure about how politics work too much. I'm not that deep into it. I know enough to at least make a decision with my brain instead of just cry about it and go off of Twitter headlines.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Another way to protest MAGA cheaply.
Of course it's people like this. Just look at the hair, face, glasses. She better not bring up anything about abortion, because who's tapping that?
Is to not shop. Don't shop. Don't shop.
Go, don't shop. Be my guest. There'll just be more things on the shelf for me to buy. Who knows? They might drop prices from people not shopping. Go ahead, don't shop. Who cares? You're probably a vegan anyways.
Crash the economy.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Facts.
And what's even funnier and better to watch is people fighting back, mocking them and no longer standing for this woke agenda, whether it be in work, school or movies.
Box office bombs and dying movie
Aha! We win.
theaters, non-existent social influence. The mystique of the Hollywood celebrity has been dead for a while, but it was made official a couple weeks ago when America gave one final notice. They're done with the messaging. Politicians in 2024 still thought celebrities were effective at change the same way music changes a scene.
Facts.
You deserve to be punished.
That's a fact. I literally did see a study about that, because most of the, I wouldn't say washed up, but most of the celebrities that are like deep in the industry, you know, getting movie roles, I guess you could say the Illuminati, most of those kind of celebrities were all going for Kamala Harris. It was usually the streamers and podcasters and stuff like that, the people that really speak their mind and their own personal opinion without no financial agenda behind it or anybody above them telling them what to do, that were all pretty much going for Trump. Most of them just had like a video where they're sitting down like, vote Kamala, vote for Kamala. Trump is a bad man. But then, you know, most of the, I guess you could say influencers, more so like the streamers and podcasters, were more so actually more thoughtful about it to an extent, I guess you could say. Talked about it in their opinions and such things like that. Then again, I think it's just a giant force. I think you guys are taking it like way too personal.
Celebrity speeches at political rallies peppered the landscape to no avail. As it turns out, getting an endorsement from an Avengers cast that peaked 10 years ago didn't have an effect on voter habits. In Rachel Zegler's outburst, you know, shitting on half her potential audience.
That girl is annoying. I seen some Snow White bullshit about her or whatever, and her face is just annoying to me now.
Might have been a hilarious new chapter in someone's imploding career, but no one's losing sleep over it, except maybe the heads at Disney. A huge swath of people, including Hollywood and the entertainment industry as a whole, seem to be realizing that which we've been talking about for a while now. People are rejecting not just celebrities, but abandoning entertainment that's injected with messaging.
See, go woke and go broke wasn't...
Yeah, it's literally a fact. Go woke and go broke. I don't disagree. Anything that Disney gets their hands on kind of just turns gay. Like, they're just turning everything gay and sensitive now. Most comedians can't even be funny because people being too sensitive. And I like that the sensitivity levels are dropping a little bit, because y'all must have not grown up watching Family Guy and South Park and such things like that. And it really shows. Because I'm not gonna lie, most of the funniest stuff that I've seen are usually like racist and homophobic, and jokingly, of course, it's all jokes. How is a comedian gonna be funny if you can't really joke on anything, because everyone takes everything too serious? I mean, come on now, makes no sense at all. It's good that people are fighting back, I guess you could say.
It wasn't just some dumb saying, it was a warning that people completely ignored, because Hollywood is in shambles, and so are a lot of other companies.
I don't care for his
Well, what do you mean by that?
you.
Me?
Yeah. It'd be great if you all leave. I have
I
sent a
will
message.
leave us right
you
here.
can just go right outside the plaza, but the plaza is reserved for the women's march and the women's rally today.
Sure, but I'm trying to figure out women's march.
Mm-hmm.
What is a woman?
For the women's march, it's anybody who supports women and identifies as a woman. So there are lots of messages.
I identify as a woman.
He identifies as a woman and supports women. I don't understand these. They just kind of like picking and choosing. When you play their own game, they get mad about it.
Woman.
Great.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm here.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Let's go.
It's that simple. It's that simple to say in the women's march. Just identify as a woman.
Alright, so going by her logic, I'm the richest man in the world. I've only got these 2 pennies, but I'm still the richest man in the world because I identify as that, and you can't tell me different. Well, you're rich phobic.
How many genders are there?
2. It's a spectrum, so like a lot.
Wow.
Okay, sorry. Gavin's mom needed me.
Yeah, that whole like spectrum makes no sense. I've watched videos of people trying to explain it. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about.
For a second.
See, another reason that you don't exist in real life is the way you talk. If we were in person, you would be choked out right now.
Hey, if we were in person, you'd probably be drunk off your ass and get arrested and thrown in the tank, okay?
I would be arrested.
You'd probably be drunk off it. The most that they could do is, you know, they try to force their opinion on you. If you don't agree with their opinion, then they just start to insult you. Sensitivity levels go a little too high and kind of insult you, paint you out to be a bad guy, and try to remove themselves from your space. A lot of Trump supporters or right-wingers, whatever you want to call them, non-liberals, they usually sit there, discuss, talk like normal human beings. They don't start yelling and insulting each other. They actually start debating, bringing up valid points and valid facts, not just feelings.
For assaulting you.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
That's why you talk the way you talk, because you live online.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
People say that, and then I see
Facts.
them in real life, and they're just these demure little submissive boys, so I don't know. Maybe. Listen.
He's capping about that. Every time I've seen this dude on the internet, he always says kind of something stupid, to be honest.
You see me, you beat the shit out of me, okay?
You define culturally the fall of man, and the way you talk to me is proof of that.
Okay.
He's not wrong, and you might not know who this Donut Destiny is. It's probably better you don't. But
Donut is crazy, but honestly, best thing that I could say is you can kind of see it in the emotions and the reaction that it's targeting an insecurity. He's not trying to accept it, but he probably feels that way about himself, and that's why you have to go to insulting and such things like that and take it to another manner. It matters how you project things at the same time too.
if you do, you'll know that if every man was like him, then society would definitely collapse.
Daughter, right here. Sweetheart, tell these, do you want a little boy to watch?
No.
No, why?
Because it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate. My 8-year-old daughter knows it's inappropriate, and yet y'all sit there silent. One of you told
Yeah, I've seen this video before on the internet. It's a little wild, and I hear a lot of stories about, you know, the whole bathroom situation. If Kamala became president, I would start taking a shit in a women's bathroom. Let's be honest, that's what I would start doing. I would have started identifying as a 36-year-old African-American female lesbian. Yeah, even my nephew was given a book in his school, and it was about two dudes that are friends, and they were doing something with their mouths that they shouldn't be doing, that shouldn't be in a book, that shouldn't be given to kids. I don't understand why they want kids to be faggots so bad.
told me that your personal views don't align with the views you show to the public. That is not how you do it. That should show every parent in this county that you are not fit to sit on this board. Every one of you.
That's a fact, and your personal views is obviously personal views. So it's crazy that, you know, they want to force you to accept their views, to validate their feelings and their opinions and see things from their perspective, but they refuse to validate yours or see anything from your perspective, which is a very selfish and narcissistic trait that a lot of liberals carry that I've noticed. They're also not able to really see outside of the box or see outside of their own shoes, you know. It's all about how they feel and what they want, you know. It's either their way or it's no way at all. They're just gonna pretty much fight back. So why is it acceptable for you to preach that there's more than two genders, but it's unacceptable for me to preach that there's only two? Because after all, that's just my feelings and my emotions too, right? Not just biological facts, but
Tell me you didn't say that this is not your job, that it should be left up to the ethics committee. I've heard you say it's not my job when it came to the books being in these schools. It is your job to look over who's in charge of catching those books.
Facts.
All you do is smile. Rob, I don't have a problem with you, but this has got to stop, because I'm going to tell you.
What's crazy is they probably didn't really do anything about it.
Y'all come up here and talk about vaping and the dangers of vaping. If a little boy follows my daughter in that bathroom and touches her, you will have a new rhythm of dangers. This is ridiculous. You're opening up
You will have a new rhythm of dangers, like you said. You're opening up opportunities for people to essentially hurt children and do such things like that. And, you know, the repercussions are not gonna be that nice, let's say. But how come I don't see any women trying to fight hard to be in the dude's bathroom?
opportunity for problems to happen. You either create a new bathroom for those who are confused, or you send them to the staff bathroom. It's a very simple problem. We don't change policy for tens of thousands of people to accommodate. There is no problem what
Facts.
people do on their personal level. That is not my business, nor your business, nor anybody's business.
It's like me going to use like the fucking handicap bathroom when I'm well capable of using the regular bathroom. If there even is a handicap bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Most of this shit just makes no sense. Trying to accommodate for such a small percentage of people.
That is their choice. But I tell you what, I want to prove that you're all hypocrites. Because each of you ladies, I want you to invite your husbands. And let's go to the bathroom. And I want them to watch me watch you use the bathroom. And let's see if they get mad.
Respect to this guy. If every parent had the common sense and the balls that he did, we wouldn't even be in this position having these stupid conversations.
100%.
A woman is a female.
How so? They say so.
Well, just because someone says so doesn't mean it's true.
So, what makes you Santa Claus then?
I'm not.
Then why are you dressed up like him?
Santa Claus is fake, obviously, just like most of your beliefs.
Because I like Santa Claus. It's funny. What about this? How are they women?
Because they say so.
I don't believe them. We don't have to believe them. Just because someone...
Bro, I remember when I was like fucking 4 or 5 years old, I thought that The Simpsons was real, and I thought that they were gonna come to my birthday, and they didn't, and I grew up and realized that all these fictional characters are not real. It's what you call a false reality.
Someone says something doesn't mean we have to believe it.
Facts.
It's not real.
So if you're trying to force your belief on that there's more than 2 genders and blah, 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 why do you get mad when someone tries to force religion on you? Not even just force. When someone tries to speak to you about religion, why do you feel so pressed but feel open enough to discuss whether you're a cat, a dog, a boy, or a girl?
If I say I'm Santa Claus, doesn't mean I'm Santa Claus.
Yeah, it does.
All right?
God damn, there's a lot
I
of
could be
stupid
Santa.
bastards walking around.
The lights are on, but nobody's home, and this is why we need some sort of IQ test before people vote or reproduce. Because you got Muppets like this walking around that have got no idea what the fuck.
An IQ test before voting and reproducing would be spectacular. Reproducing to an extent, you know, I feel like if you're just an able-bodied human being, you should be able to, but the way that people raise their kids and what the world is coming to, I feel like they should definitely have some type of filtering out now.
What the fuck is going on?
Joe Biden, Kamala Harris bumper sticker. You know what that means? There's probably an ignorant, brainwashed liberal driving the car with a mask. In 3,
A masking is crazy. What color do you think the hair is? Let's see if they have colored hair. Maybe glasses too.
1, I was right.
I'm a black man.
Regular hair. I was wrong. The mask is crazy though. In the car by themselves too? What?
Do you believe that?
I don't have any ancestry DNA report to say not.
God damn it! You
It's stupid.
this shit up.
We won't go back ever.
What are we not going back to?
We're not going back to the past where women
Yes.
had no rights. Ever. Ever.
She don't even know what she's fighting for. She's just most likely brainwashed by the internet, and she's probably there with like her grandkids that's fallen to the liberal brainwashing as well. You really think that they're gonna take away women's rights? Personally, I think they should to an extent. What rights do they not already have? Honestly, I feel like they have more rights than dudes, because when it comes to the legality of things and situations in real life, the repercussions on a dude are usually way higher than females. And I'm not just talking about marriage, but marriage is a big factor. It should be taken into consideration. Dudes get the shit end of the stick, while girls always get the benefits of marriage and getting divorced. But it's not only that. It could also just come from like selling drugs or speeding and even little things like that. Females are more likely to just get away with legal consequences than dudes.
Someone said don't take any apples from that lady.
Is there anything you agree with conservatives on? Free speech?
I would agree with that. Unless you're being hateful, I think everyone has the right
Unless you're being hateful, but the problem is what they classify as hateful is disagreement.
to their
Well,
own.
define hateful, because if you cut it at hateful, then free speech doesn't exist. I've been taken down for hate.
Not necessarily hateful, but there should be a little bit on it. And I would just say when that comes to threatening and harming other individuals.
Speech.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that what I said was hateful.
Right, well, it affects other people's feelings, and other people's feelings do matter when you...
Other people's feelings do not matter when it comes to facts, because your feelings will be hurt. I get cancer and I go to the doctor and he tells me that I have cancer. My feelings are hurt. Does that make him a terrible person? The problem is you got to learn how to put your feelings to the side. They don't know how to do that. Putting your feelings into consideration is what's messing up part of this world. You shouldn't listen to your feelings. You should listen to what's up here. Because I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like waking up and doing what I have to do every single day, but I still have to do it because that's what I have to do aside from my feelings.
You could offend them.
Sure, but that's not free speech.
Free speech as long as you don't hurt my feelings and you share all my political views. Otherwise, you need to be cancelled, and we don't want to hear from you.
Right?
What brought you out here today? My wife, right? We're in a polyamorous relationship. The lover that
My wife, polyamorous relationship. My wife's lover. It's already a red flag. Like, come on now. Y'all really gonna put up with this? This is what you want? This is what you want to accept?
I took as African American, and like I've learned so much about the struggle that people of color go through as a result of my wife's going.
What a cuck, bro. Somebody used to tell this dude to shut up. People like this, their opinion should not matter at all.
And so I'm excited to really do my part to show solidarity for my marginalized communities, and like the best way to do that is to get the first woman of color to be the commander-in-chief, and I'm really excited. I'm so pumped. Like I said, we have the first.
That's another thing that I think is stupid, is a lot of people only voted for Kamala because she's a woman or because she's black.
Woman of color to be president of the United States, and like, you know, our country, it was founded on the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion.
This guy's trolling the BBC, and the funny thing is they've got no idea, because this is how ridiculous people are these days.
What is the non-binary version of a...
Shut up. No.
Facts.
No.
So, do you believe that Trump is racist?
No. I've met Trump before. I've physically met Trump. I've talked to Trump. I've talked to his son. I've been around. I've been to the White House.
What's crazy is Trump, I'm pretty sure, I haven't really fact checked it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but him as a president donated more money to black colleges than any other president. A lot of black people actually used to be on Trump's side and like Trump until he ran for president, which was, when was that, 2016? Yeah, and that's when everybody kind of turned their back on him, I guess you could say. They were able to control all the social medias, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They were able to control all this stuff. But now, since there's TikTok and all these different accounts uploading clips and streams and all these different websites now, it's harder for them to control that. And that's why celebrities don't even have the influence that they have anymore. And some random streamer from here or there has more influence because of the capability of them not being able to control it, and the capability of people being able to control what they actually want to say, and their opinion not being filtered or falsely fact-checked by Facebook.
When Trump was the president, over 7 times, he fought that Jews and blacks will be able to dine fairly at Mar-a-Lago at his resort. That's an act in favor of black people. He won an award in 1996. The Rainbow Push Coalition, Jesse Jackson, gave him an award for his efforts in the inner city communities. Does that count as an act in positivity towards blacks?
Okay, so
does that sound like a racist person? Think about this. Have you ever been to Trump Tower? I've been to Trump Tower in Manhattan. Really? There's nothing but black people that work there. And they're all well taken care of, and they love Trump.
Yeah, you can tell this Muppet's so engaged and taking in everything that he's saying. Definitely listening and not just waiting to spew out more bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. Definitely not waiting. Two different things. Listening to understand and listening to respond. Most of these people are listening to respond. This dude's listening to understand, and that's why he's countering back at what she's saying and correcting her instead of just pretending to understand and saying, but this, but that. When you have to change the subject like that, that's when you're just reaching to be correct instead of actually fully understanding and soaking up the information.
Bullshit.
Yeah, spice. Goddamn liberal fucks.
I appreciate that people are having a hard time. Me too.
Yeah.
I work for a living. If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here.
Oh, you girls are just so funny, kikiing on there. Let's break down your $8 million a year salary, shall we, Whoopi? That's an average of $667,000
Why you pocket watching so hard?
$7,000 a month. That's an average of $308,000 every 2 weeks. That's $154,000 weekly, Whoopi. And if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, that's approximately $30,000 to $31,000 a day. Your turn to ask us every...
So what? Go do it yourself. I bet you if you had the same opportunity, you'd do it, and there'd be someone just like you complaining about it.
Everyday average Americans, what we make a week. It really is comical at this point that you guys get in the camera and try to relate. It's comical that you get in the camera because you don't like the candidate that we voted for, and this is the kind of dumb shit that you guys spew out of your mouths as if you are somehow relatable.
Attacking her for not only being wealthy, but having an opinion. Stupid.
This haven't had to struggle in decades, which is why I've got no idea why normal people take political or life advice from them. They don't give a shit about you.
Look, we are in an uncertain time. I know, I'm clear-eyed about it. You're clear-eyed, bald eagle in the sky, seeing everything, no astigmatism in sight, okay? But we gotta stay strong. We have to maintain the faith.
Why are you yelling at these people? Because they're fucking ignorant. These are voters who are either illiterate, they can't fucking read, they are voting for an asshole like Trump. That's why I'm here. Isn't it their right to vote who they want to? And it's my right to tell them they're idiots. What do you think? I mean, most of these people here are Cubans.
Who do you think is foolish in this situation? Comment down below.
Latinos. The mainstream media says they're all white racist Trump supporters. So, I mean, does this fit what the mainstream media tells you? Who are Trump supporters? Yeah. Of course, that's
She don't even know what she's saying.
a certain element of the Trump supporters. Ignorant, they're illiterate, they can't read, they can't assess.
She sounds more racist than Trump.
All they do is watch Fox News. That's their whole
All she does is probably watch Fox News as well.
experience and know that they hate Cuba and Castro. It's ridiculous.
Do you support Cuba?
Yes, I do.
You think that they're communists?
Yes, I do. I'm a socialist.
I'm gonna have to do it again, but this cat lady and the rest of these donuts all need Michael.
Stop it. Get some help.
There's a little bit of brain damage for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop a like, hit a comment, subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, then maybe you'll see me again. Maybe you'll never ever see me again. Adios.